listening to Just Sex Talk. Now let's get to talking.
I know we were all
Cheers.
supposed to pee before, but
You didn't listen? You didn't pee?
no.
You're the main one that has to pee in the middle
No,
of the show.
I'm not. It's
You want to rush you? Should we
I peed
do
one
it
time.
together?
You need somewhere to pee?
pee in your mouth.
That should be
Maybe
on your.
a good time to start the game.
That should be on.
No
on your-
lie, I met a. We met a girl who was a people girl. She
We're
liked
out.
that's what she liked doing. She liked peeing on people. That was her thing. No, it was right after a
Please
whole night.
tell.
It was right after a whole night of partying. It was
Too bad
right
you're
after-
not a person.
I told her. I even saved her number in my phone as Peepee Girl. She
Peepee
was
Girl?
super. Yeah, she was. She's really beautiful. She was super hot.
Yeah.
But that's what she liked. She's like, that's what I like doing. And one of the other girls was like, okay, so she just we're all sitting around the hot tub. And she just went up to her shoulder and she just started peeing on her shoulder. I was like, God damn! I'm like, it's a little weird. And she had one of the other guys. He was like, yeah, I'll do it. So she wanted to be peed on too. So she laid on the floor and he just went to town and started peeing all over. And that was her thing. She just
Was it weird or weird that you got a boner from it?
that was
No, it's not weird.
yeah, that was the weird part. Yeah, I was like,
Did it smell? Because I'd be like,
Yeah, right.
I didn't focus on that. I was like,
How much vitamin B
that's
was
why I
in
even told her.
there?
I'm like,
Y'all
you know,
multiply
I'm like, it's kind of hot.
You had
I don't know
asparagus.
why.
Asparagus. Oh,
it's
no.
different.
Yeah, you had
I hope she likes pineapple
asparagus.
juice.
Doesn't that make it green if it's asparagus?
I don't know. It
Hey.
smells
I
really
don't
bad.
know.
4
I
on
don't
1 now,
think
Lysha.
so.
4 on 1.
4 on 1. You want circle? Matter of fact, you know what?
Maybe if I'm in the
started
water.
talking to the female online. We never talked about anything else. We just started talking, and pops up a video, and I'm like, oh, okay, cool. She sends me a video, and it's of her in the bathtub on her knees, and this dude's peeing in her mouth. I'm like, I don't know why you thought that would be sexy to me. Yeah, that wasn't definitely.
yeah.
I guess that'd be better
She's like,
live.
now
Me
come give me a
neither.
big kiss.
Yeah, no, I did not think that was hot at all. I was like, she's just a fancy toilet.
Sounds like a Thursday.
No, not a fancy
He said,
toilet.
smells like a Thursday.
Sounds like a Thursday. Yeah, I don't know. I think squirts pee too.
Is it?
It can be.
Now I'm on this
sometimes,
whole
I
pee
guess.
thing because one of the first when we were first in the LS, we met this girl, met this unicorn. We brought her home. We were at the bar chilling, and we brought her back. And then all of a sudden, you know, she's riding me, and all of a sudden she starts laughing. And she's like, "I'm peeing all over you." I was like, "God!" She's just peeing everywhere.
At least she didn't lie to you and say it was squirt.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, she just laughed and started peeing. And I was like, "Let's take this girl home." I was like,
Oh, man.
Don't take her home. You're going to get your bed all pissy.
"Oh, yeah." It was no, not home to my home to her home.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Like, let's get. I'm like, yeah, no, I'm
It's
sorry.
okay to
I
pee
don't-
on her bed. Okay, it's okay.
Yeah, I don't get down like that. But yeah, she just peed all over me.
I had a guy do that to me one time, and I was like, "What? Don't do that to me, please. Like, it's on my bed now."
Did you have to did you not have a plastic cover over
I
it?
had no warning.
If
No
you have
warning.
I have a story for.
How did we
just
get on
about
the golden
everything.
shower thing?
I don't know.
Wait till Mel comes back, and then
I'm
I'll
not trying
tell
to
you the
get
quick
boned up
story.
in the middle of the
I
podcast.
don't mind it if it's in the
That's
shower.
fucking-
You know what I mean? If it's in the shower.
Depends
like, I
on
don't-
the situation
I
and
don't
the girl
mind.
and
Yeah.
how much,
Yeah.
of intake of certain
It's
substances
sticky,
I've had.
though. You know what I mean? It's sticky, and it doesn't smell
Right.
good.
Can
and
be.
it-
Yeah, no.
You know, so I don't.
I like
squirting.
sticky. Wait, what's happening?
And then if you haven't had enough
Is it on her
water.
face? I'm just joking.
But you know, I mean, everybody's into their own thing.
So what-
You know, that's just my preference. But
What are some of your favorite things about it, or memories, or
I don't know. Show a lot. Yeah, a lot. I like the fact that it's going to be one of my best memories of my life when I get older.
and
Yeah.
a lot of people's lives?
A lot of people's, yeah.
A lot of people's.
yeah,
He's
I
like,
don't know what details I should say.
You know what Kris said, like what he said, and I remember that specifically when he said he looked out and like saw that.
I know.
And,
I
like,
told you about it at the
he
time.
told me, and I was like, bro, I've been having that feeling is one of the best feelings in the world. Like Dave and I back in the day used to just go up at the next level at the old Eden, look out and like all these people having fun and like knowing that because of something that you did and a chance that you took, all of these people are going to have lifetime memories. It's not just you having lifetime memories. It's thousands and thousands and thousands of people have been to that party that have lifetime memories because
Yeah.
of what that, and that's like that's a next level
It's impactful.
feeling.
I think so.
Right
It's-
there.
You know, if you work hard, you can make yourself happy. If you can make a lot of people happy,
Right.
that's special.
Right.
That's special.
Yeah.
And a lot of it was at first. I'm not gonna. I didn't think that at first when we first started doing it. I was like, oh, this is cool. Everybody likes me. Duh, I throw a good party. But like after you do it a while, when you start to think deeper like that and think how big of an impact you had, it's easier for you to be happy because you realize you don't owe this world very much more. You've already provided a lot more than most people do from things just like that. That's like some next level deep that only mushrooms can provide. But
I guess I'm a pretty deep person. Pretty deep person.
And the people that,
Yeah,
the,
you
the
are.
that's what
typical-
Chrissy said.
The typical person that comes to the party
deep
will
is your
never
hole?
see the 3 days before
Yeah.
and the 2 days after that it takes to put that thing on, you know, or the months of planning.
Months.
Nobody
Years.
will ever see that.
Like
day.
Chris and I behind the
much
scenes,
planning.
like at each other's throat, like the work, like it is like one of our, like, it's our baby, like it's our passion. That's the one party where like we put all of it into.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're on the stage or whatever, and we're doing our thing. I'm like, I'll see you backstage, motherfucker. And we do-
Like we need a behind the scenes camera to like show the behind the scenes, like, oh, these motherfuckers are yelling at each other.
Yeah. It does get
You
intense
should do that.
sometimes. It's serious. It's serious.
Yeah, totally. You should do that for the next one. Like, just
Yeah.
Last
have a
year we
camera
were
guy
good
just
last
follow you
year.
around, just
Mic'd up.
during the
Seen how
shit
you
show,
do it,
like,
right? Yeah.
just to
But,
see like
like I don't
Behind
look
the
at me.
all the blow up.
Yeah.
God damn it!
And then we go out there, but
Yes.
that's what I don't see. Like all those games and stuff, we're out there like doing that stuff, and it's just like any other like it's a show. It's a show. Like you run back to like make sure the next thing's right.
Yeah.
You're like back and forth, like to make sure a whole 12-hour day goes like you planned it to in your head. Because when it doesn't like go like you planned it in your head, like it kind of, especially with Chris OCD, if it doesn't go like
Yeah.
that, you feel like you failed or whatever.
yeah, so we'd be at each other's throat, and then at the end of it is the success. I'm like, why have you met each other anymore?
Exactly.
Look at success. Give me a hug.
Yeah.
I always describe it like it's like having a baby. Like all the pains of childbirth and screaming, I hate you, I can't believe you. And then the baby's there and it's beautiful and you're like, oh,
Yeah.
I was like, so you've
It is-
experienced that pain?
That's what I was gonna say.
He says it's like having a baby. I was like,
It's another
Really,
show.
bro?
It's another show.
And the thing
Tune in
about
for
it
I'll
is,
tell you all about my episiotomy one day.
the thing about it is that year that we fought like that, nobody else knew.
You know,
We kept
You
that.
guys?
Everybody had a great time, and that's what we finally said. Like 550, 60. That was probably one of our biggest years. Like very few people like knew that we were just stressing out really bad.
Right.
We looked out there and like everybody said this is the best party they've ever been to.
I think
And
you
then
guys are
that was
cool
it.
I
because
think-
you guys
yeah,
are so
as-
different,
yeah.
but you guys really show the world that you can be opposite in a lot of
We're
ways
yin-
and
we are
really
kinda
like
yin and yang,
Yeah.
yeah.
and really pour
No,
into a
it-
community
it-
together, and I love that.
It's the
about
thing
the
is
two of
like
you.
with both of us really is like when we get really stressed or mad at somebody or especially each other, we're just we think with our hearts first.
right.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
It
Like
should be that
At the
way.
end of the day, what really matters? You know what I
Right.
mean? What's the
It's that unity.
It's
You
like
know what
that.
I
I
mean?
love
Yeah.
you, hate you. I don't know. You guys, y'all are awesome. Love
Yeah,
you guys.
You guys are awesome. I really love watching the two of you collab together, and I know I've seen the backstage of the
but
hissy fits and the OCDs and all of that. But at the end of it, you guys always come out like you guys are like male soulmates, in a sense.
I guess
so.
when we did the squirting contest one time, we decided to collect the squirt and
I
cook.
remember
Oh
that.
my
I was
God.
there.
And then it looked like and
you
then it
made
looked-
each other squirt.
yeah. Then it looked like it was all yellow with pee. I was like, damn.
You should have just handed everybody water bottles. Water
I'll tell you
for
one of
I
my-
think they were all sit out in the sun
One
too
of my
long.
favorite stories now that we're on Squirt is one time during one of the contests, you were there, Chinos was emceeing. There was a tie for one of the contests, and we had a runoff. It was a runoff, and somebody decided the runoff would be biggest, longest squirt.
Yeah.
And one of the girls was just over there just whacking it off and pushed a turd out into the pool.
Oh,
No,
Torpedo.
I feel so bad for her.
she had to have won.
Chinos played it off so well.
Was she having a
Now
baby?
they just call her Baby Ruth.
And nobody really knew because there was like a
Nice.
health emergency in the pool like right after that. So everybody like
If someone else was having a seizure,
like right down there. So and Chino's played it off so well. No, so nobody really knew, but we knew.
Oh no.
It was just
Poor
like-
thing. I feel bad for her.
Right into the
Because
pool.
you do when you squirt, you kind of push it.
That was serious. She got a good one.
Well, I mean,
Sometimes pushes come.
I mean, so the squirt went so far, then the turd went a little farther, so she actually won.
I was about to say, yeah, because it gets shot.
Yeah.
And you know she didn't eat Mexican because it would have came out different.
I mean, the other girl was like, I didn't know it was a relay, and like, hey, we didn't know it was a relay either.
Well, I guess the
One guy
turtle
right now-
always wins,
Which
right?
brings up another
Yeah.
funny memory for me is every year I'm up team no sleep, 5:30 in the morning when they're out there putting more chemicals than I thought was humanly possible in one pool every
Yeah.
night.
Every time.
He's like, my eyes
It's
are
like
burning.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, you don't want to go outside between 6 and 11 because your eyes will burn from all the chlorine in the pool.
It's usually when I'm asleep. So
And shout out
6'11".
to our guy Paul who's done that for us.
Yes,
That
Paul.
last-
Yeah, Paul.
Paul.
Yeah.
I love Paul.
Oh, funny
He's
story.
awesome.
You know, I brought that doll a few years ago.
Right.
And Paul thinks of himself, and big tall Paul, he's a ladies' man. Everybody, ladies like Paul. He's sitting there getting the pool ready. He's all proud of himself. And I set that doll out there on the chair, and he's sitting there doing the pool. And he looks over at her. He's like, and she just sits. He's doing the pool, and he waves at her. She just sits there. He's like, throws the stick down, goes power walking over there, like, you at least can acknowledge me. He gets about 10 feet away from her, realizes it's a doll. He's like, God damn it.
Hey, what happened that one year that I was supposed to f that doll
You probably
in
fucked
front
that
of
dog.
everybody?
you
No, I
fuck it?
didn't.
And
No,
weren't
you
you
said
drunk?
something.
I've
No,
thought about
it
it a
got
couple
canceled.
times.
I swear to God,
That doll's been
every year,
abused.
at least 40 guys ask me, hey, can I f that doll? And I'm pretty sure half of them are super serious.
It's
You know they are.
That
All
doll's
of them
got-
are.
Super serious. He really
that doll's got a
All of
fat
them
ass.
are super serious.
Wait,
I've
how
got
many
pictures of
people
me with
here
that
have
doll.
a blow up doll?
No, I'm
I've
not.
It's
No.
not a blow up.
No.
It's like one
No,
of
this
those.
is
That was like a real life
something
doll.
that's
Like,
all-
so
is
how that
legit.
doll came about, really?
Yeah.
This is a $1,200.
The one with the butt plug?
Yeah.
The
doll had a butt plug?
that
I haven't
doll
seen
is
her.
So
legit.
Christy
Yeah.
had a friend that was living with us for a while, so she could
fucked
save
the
up
doll.
buy a house. And she
Her
came home from
boobies
work
are
one day, and
hot.
Christy and her sitting at the kitchen table talking, and she was like talking about the work, and she's like, "Yeah, my friend Janet at work, her uncle died, and she was telling me like they had to go clean out his house, and she was like, she was telling me, she goes, they found this crate in his closet, and it looks like a giant phone booth, and they can't get it open, but they can open the paper, and there's like a life-size doll inside of it. It's like full life-size, and it's about 130 pounds. And I've listened to him talk, and it was about 2 weeks before the show. So I was like, I just jumped in the kitchen. I was like, hey, what's she going to do with it? She was like, that's the thing. They don't know. They don't know what to do with that. I said, you call her right now. I'm going to give her $150. We'll go pick it up. So she called her, said, hey, this guy's going to give you $150. He'll go get it and get rid of it. Done. We drove for an hour, went and got that motherfucker that night. And that was the first year that I was there. And it was pristine condition. I mean, it was like, I'd never seen one in person. Like, I was like, this is cool. It's like perfect. We took it to the show first year, came back.
Yeah.
Poor. The next
Have
year
you
she
fucked
had
it?
No.
I haven't
But-
seen it.
That was the one
Okay.
that was sitting in the
But-
corner. Like,
No.
Oh,
But-
yeah.
but
Bring it
my
tonight
friend
so you
Kelly,
can-
that one king and queen before y'all.
Yeah.
Yeah. She it and that doll all up. That's why she's now a roller derby girl. All those pads on her knees and her ankle and her knees. Those are all because those are war wound covers from she that doll
She coming
up.
back?
All up and down the
Oh, yeah,
pool
we
shack.
don't-
She'll be back.
I'm like, we don't
I
name
built
drop.
her a new phone booth, so now she is well preserved.
Third year.
I open her up every year, break her out. That's the only time she comes out.
I like the show parade. That's a lot of fun to
Oh,
me.
yes, the parade is
I remember
badass.
that the parade. You had your titties. Do you remember that one? It was like it was.
That wasn't the parade.
Those are his regular titties.
That was just at the pool.
Those are
they were
normal
just, they were
nipples.
just big. Don't
He had
man
titties,
shame
and
him.
He was like,
Don't
"Suck
man
my
shame him."
titty." You went around the pool.
The
And you
shots.
were like,
Yes,
Yeah,
he
that
wanted
wasn't the
people to-
parade. That was just giving out shots.
That was
Oh,
just
okay,
giving out
never mind
shots.
Yeah, the parade is where we walk around and pass out all the
Oh,
promos.
okay.
And the year I had the backpack sprayer.
And he was lactating that year.
It was lactated, yeah.
Yeah, it's
Good.
okay.
It was good milk.
It was good milk, yeah. It was great milk.
Was it the show that I had the strap on?
But
And
the
you were
parade,
holding it up, trying to help me take pictures.
Probably. I don't know.
hard.
but the
So many
parades are
things.
super fun. I will say that. Like we were
The
watching down at the
parade?
parade. Yeah, everybody comes out. They
guys
start
all
going
did
around,
amazing.
and
We need more participation this year.
Yeah, well, anybody that
Everybody's
wants
invited.
You know what? We always do that, and it's our thing, right? We do it. We should open it up this year.
It is opened up to people.
But we need to announce what our theme is for the parade.
we didn't
and
know
say,
that.
if you bring a costume, you dress for the theme, you're in the parade, and let them be part of the parade.
And I usually like to do it for
a good idea.
other promoters that come to the show. It's the time for them to pass out their promo and get people to know. You know what I mean?
We would just do it just to do it.
Yeah, but some people would just do it to dance with
Yeah,
us.
I know, just to do it too. But also, it's for the other promoters to.
Doll made me think of a different story that probably hasn't been told in public.
Go
But like
Go for it.
the
Go
very
for it.
first year that we did the show, it was like see their pants, and the hotel is like sketch, you know. So I get home Thursday and I see on the news today at 5, woman killed at Northwest Oklahoma City Hotel, and I'm like, what the hell? So I look at it and it's the Days Inn. I called Dave up and I was like, I think we're because like somebody died there. We'll come to find out it was the day everybody checked out, a prostitute checked in, and she was murdered there.
Oh my God.
And like, so the first year that Kris comes, he rolls with that, and he gets a realistic like doll and puts it over in the corner of his room like it was murdered, like in there, and like calls
Nobody knows this
calls
better
the
than me.
Like it freaked me out when I saw it. It was so realistic. He calls the maintenance guy in that like found that situation and calls like, oh my God, look at this room over here, and got the maintenance guy in there to see. He went out of his way to get this like doll and like curl it up in the corner of his skeezy hotel room with like blood all over it and everything. Like
Right.
You're
that's
looking
his
at the-
level of prankster
Not
right
You're
there.
looking at the man that
He would
carried
never.
that doll through the streets of New Orleans when he bought it for about 5 blocks.
Yep.
Did you carry it?
Yeah, you had me carry it, remember?
It was realistic. It freaked me out at first. I was like, is
I
that
have
a
to
real
see
person?
Yeah, when I bought it, I waited like 10 minutes to make sure it wasn't real. I was sit there and wait.
And then he's like, he gets the maintenance guy in there, and I'm like, that's freaking. Maybe we all had a good laugh about it. He's got trauma, but whatever.
Yeah, whatever.
It wasn't funny the day we bought it.
It was. That's just
Yeah.
like his level of pranks. It's one of my best stories from that. Like, I don't know if best, but most up.
I feel like I have to see the doll.
I
now.
think
I've
my
never seen it.
best favorite prank is when Jed left his room open. I took everything out and locked it up in the club. And then he
what?
called me.
Yeah.
He cried. He was
Cried.
like, "You're an asshole for taking everything out of my room." I was like, "So I'm an asshole for taking everything out of a room that you unlocked and put it in a locked room so it'd be safe?"
Yeah, I mean, you know, if you can make someone cry from a prank, it's good, right?
It's a good
I think.
prank.
I think it is.
It's
Cause
a,
trauma.
it's a good prank.
Yeah,
I think,
Builds character.
Make fun with it. Yeah, it does.
I took
Laugh
everything
at your
out. I even took
darkness.
his bed.
Everything.
The room was empty when I was done.
The refrigerator, everything.
How did I miss
Sheets.
that? Where the f- was Jeff?
I don't remember. It was years ago. It was
Years
funny.
ago. Yeah, those are the
So-
Wild West.
Just Sex Talk is fueled by the haters and recorded live at the Lifestyle Nation studio in Dallas, Fort Worth, Texas. We hope you enjoyed the show. If not, then this show just isn't for you, and no hard feelings. To experience more shows, go to JustSexTalk.com. And to contact the show, send an email to JustSexTalkPodcast@gmail.com.